You see this right here? That literally opened in public in a supermarket when I had it on. Yeah, believe it or not. This right here is how the skirt is. Okay? I know we're not doing promo or anything like that. So let me tell you more about the story. So I believe it was Tuesday. Basically, I had my whole day. I worked around with that skirt. And later in the afternoon, around 2, 3 p.m., I decided to go to the international market, okay, to buy something. While about to go, basically walk to go check out, literally, I was in a corner inside the store, and the blue basket that I had in my hand unfortunately zipped up. I don't know if it clipped on or whatever, but it was subconsciously when it happened. But it just ripped open this skirt, okay? And when I tell you I was grateful, of course, that I was in a corner, but mind you, this is an open space, big, and they had people too around. But fortunately, once more, most of the people were in the corner or other areas of the store. And luckily, when I turned around, because all I remember even saying was, God, help me. Okay? Because I'm like, what am I about to do? I'm like, God, help me. While I was busy trying to, like, basically, like, put the skirt, cover myself up really well, and trying to prevent it from, like, opening up even more and basically, like, splitting all in half. When I turned around, I saw one lady with her two kids, and they were coming towards me, and I tried to get their attention. Initially, they couldn't understand what I was trying to basically tell them. But the lady, I remember she paused and I showed her. I was like, look, right here. And I was just honestly just keeping a smile about it. Like, I mean, am I gonna cry, right? No. But I was like, I pointed, and then her children, they both saw and noticed what I was talking about. And then I explained to them, like, oh, this is what happened to my skirt. And then I remembered the store, fortunately, once more has an area clothing section. So I pointed to the area and I told them, can you please help me get us a pants over there, and then I can just put it on and go purchase it in the front. And then yes, I remember the lady running immediately with her kids to go and find me. So I was like, get me a large or something. I don't care if it's big, not big, whatever. But yeah, so while they were there, I watched them, and I was still busy in the corner hiding myself, and there were people coming. And then of course they had some people still trying to view here and there. And God kept it together for me. But I literally was like just wrapping this thing around me, like before it gets even worse. And then I noticed that they were struggling, so I rushed over to them while covering myself more and just holding on to my clothes, and went over there, and the lady pointed out to something. She's like, do you want it? I was like, it don't even matter whatever the price, let's just pick something, let me put it on. So long story short, the lady, I didn't even ask the name, that's why I'm saying the lady, but I remember her helping me while I was holding onto my clothes, helped me, literally helped me put my pants on, the new pants on. And her kids, they were like basically like shading the area, covering it, while some passerbys were like trying to figure out what's going on. But I was just like, hey, the camera's in here, they're gonna see what's going on or whatnot. But I'll go explain later when I go purchase the pants, okay? So I just remember they helped me all through that. And afterwards, I had it on. The pants was backwards. When I realized it, it was sort of see through. When I realized it afterwards, but still, it was the wrong size. But all in all, I was covered and not humiliated the way the enemy wanted me to be humiliated. I remember it was March 31st, 2026. Okay, like I said, Tuesday. So today is the second. of, sorry, yes, the 2nd of April. Okay, so why am I making this video? I'm smiling now, but why am I making the video? It's not to tell y'all my embarrassing stories, not to share story time. No, but God has keep putting in my heart to share the story of that embarrassing moment, and at the same time a moment of revelation, at the same time a moment of just showing how faithful God is. Okay, 3 revelation that came from that, and I wrote it down. You know, it's, I must definitely summarize it, but 3 revelation that came from that. Sorry about the pause. I'm gonna get a stand. I'm just managing with what I have to work. Okay, with this, but like I said, I think 3 revelation that came from this issue was that one, Jesus Christ went through public humiliation. He went through public humiliation that God even just saved me from that day. And can you just even imagine him when he went through that? Can you even imagine what they had on him in front of all that huge crowd? Mine wasn't even a huge crowd, but imagine his own crowd. Then the other thing, the other revelation about it, me trying to shield myself from the shame, from being publicly humiliated, from not being seen, or of course just imagine your nakedness being exposed without your permission, without, basically you didn't intend it for it, right? And you have basically no covering. There was basically gonna be no option for me because I'm not home. But look at God. God helped me hide my shame. One, by bringing me help. When I whispered, God help me, I turned around and I saw that amazing woman and her 2 children. And look, if you guys, this video come across your feed and you're that amazing woman with her beautiful children, thank you so much. And God bless you more and more and more. And may your divine helpers always locate you as well. Thank you, mommy, because she really played a mommy role. I saw the love, I saw the care, I just saw how she felt for me, not even knowing that I'm a mommy myself, right? But the love that her and her children showed to me was um just amazing, and it just shows you how much there's still love in this world, with in the midst of all the negative happening. There's still love, there's still so many beautiful souls of people out there. So another revelation, sorry about the outside noise you guys are gonna hear, but another revelation about that was that even though there's so much rejection coming from angles left and right, there's still love, there's still so much beautiful souls out there, and God is always protecting you, his child. Jesus Christ, in the midst of all that public humiliation, there were still people that saw him. There were still people that wanted to do good for him. There were still people that wanted to like just come reach out and save him. Unfortunately, they didn't, right? Unfortunately, they didn't interfere, but he carried that shame for us. He carried the humiliation for us. He carried all that pain, everything that the enemy had put place upon us. He carried it for us so well, so well. And in the midst of that situation, when I was going through it, I called on God, and God came to my rescue. God saved me. He showed me that, my daughter, I'm covering your shame. I'm gonna help you in this. What the enemy meant for bad, I will turn it around for your good. And all I could ever be was grateful, because just imagine how worse it could have been. But God came through for me, and I just want to let you know that God is going to come through for you. God loves you. God is always going to be there for you. Jesus already carried all your shame and your pain. Do not be leave